Hi! You've watched this video because you have a relative, a friend, or a family member who is working in Singapore. Am I right? This video is to let you know that you don't really have to worry a lot. Here's why. But before that, let's talk about the facts. As of 2nd of May, there are over 17,000 COVID-19 cases or infection here in Singapore, and that will actually make you worry. They're ramping up their tests, and this result to more cases popping up. The numbers are high due to the extensive testing conducted. Now think about this. Out of the 17,000 infected, only 16 died. Based on the trend, there are only very few community cases. However, the numbers are high. It's because of the infection in the migrant workers' dormitories. People who are working in the essential services construction and those who are also cleaning up the HDB flats and all the other public facilities here in Singapore. These migrant workers are now in quarantine in their respective dormitories, and medical assistance are being provided by the Singapore government. They ensure that these migrant workers can still receive the salary and send salary back home to their respective families. I really appreciate the move of the Singapore government. Even the chefs of Singapore, they come together, they cook food for these migrant workers. They also provided Wi-Fi connection to ensure that they get to speak to their family and friends in India or in Bangladesh. You might be asking, were there Filipinos? Not really a lot. It's just a few. Based on the data of the Philippine Embassy here in Singapore, 70 over Filipinos were infected with the coronavirus. Most of them are recovering and they are okay. That's good to know. Now, back to the topic, why you shouldn't be worried about us. Number one, it's because trend in the community cases are low. Number two, Filipinos here in Singapore are generally following rules, especially in safe distancing measures to ensure that you have good hygiene practices. And of course, you have to wear masks outside because if not, you will be penalized with $300. You don't want that to happen, really. We don't want that to happen because we're supporting our families. And the worst case scenario is if you don't want to follow these rules, because Singapore is really very strict, you are actually risking your job. Number three, and the last one, is that most of us do our work from home. That is mandatory, except for those who are working from the essential services. For now, just to assure you, to our friends, family there in the Philippines who are worried about us, don't worry. What we can do here is to just make sure that we are keeping ourselves healthy, strong, and finally, just follow the rules. Still not convinced? Well, I have put a link below of an interview of the Philippine Ambassador Joseph Yap. Interview was conducted by Rappler on the Eagle Broadcasting Corporation. He talked about the situation of the Filipinos here in Singapore. So you want to find out more, click on the link on the description below. Hospital for my follow-up check with a specialist, and I'm going to share with you the view of the roads and how they implemented social or safe distancing measures strictly here in Singapore. As you can see, the barbecue pit, the playground area, gym, and swimming pool are closed during the circuit breaker period. So these facilities are closed in both public recreation centers and private estates as well. much for watching this video. I would like to hear you and let me know from the comment box below. Please like and subscribe so that we'll be able to stay connected. Please like and subscribe so that you'll be able to stay. Please like and subscribe so that we'll be staying connected at all times. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.